Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P2229 indicates a problem associated with the BARO sensor circuit, which is diagnosed as high voltage. The BARO sensor, or barometric pressure sensor, is essential in measuring atmospheric pressure, which is necessary for the engine control module, ECM, to optimize fuel injection and ignition timing. In the Honda Accord models from 2008 to 2012, this sensor helps to calculate the air density, impacting engine performance and emissions. If the voltage readings are higher than expected, it can interfere with the ECM's ability to make necessary adjustments. This can lead to performance issues, such as reduced fuel efficiency and increased emissions. Understanding this DTC is crucial, as it addresses potential issues that could affect overall vehicle performance. The BARO sensor plays a critical role in the vehicle's air management system. It measures barometric pressure and sends this information to the ECM to aid in optimal engine performance. Located typically near the intake manifold or under the dashboard, it can be susceptible to environmental factors or wiring issues. If the BARO sensor circuit indicates high voltage, it suggests either a malfunction in the sensor itself or in the connections it has with the ECM. This malfunction can cause improper fuel-air mixture adjustments. Such details are instrumental in troubleshooting the DTC P2229 error effectively. Several factors can trigger the DTC P2229, starting with a faulty BARO sensor. If the sensor malfunctions, it can send erroneous readings to the ECM, causing high voltage alerts. Next, poor connections or loose terminals at the ECM or PCM could disrupt normal operation, impacting the voltage readings. Another potential cause could be an issue with the engine control module, ECM, or powertrain control module, PCM, itself. If any components connected to the sensor are not working properly, this could also lead to the error being triggered. Being aware of these causes helps to streamline the troubleshooting process. The DTC P2229 can manifest through several symptoms indicating underlying issues. Drivers may notice general engine performance issues. The vehicle might struggle with acceleration or feel sluggish, as the air-fuel mixture could be improperly adjusted. Additionally, poor fuel economy may become apparent, resulting in more frequent trips to the gas station. Another critical symptom is increased emissions, which can lead to failing emission tests and violate environmental standards. Understanding these symptoms is essential for identifying the urgency and impact of the DTC P2229 on vehicle operation. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P2229 involves turning the ignition switch to the on/I position without starting the engine. This allows various vehicle components, including the BARO sensor, to power up and be monitored. Next, utilizing the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS, the technician should check the data list for the BARO sensor reading. The expected value should be approximately 160 kilopascal, which translates to around 47.2 inch per second, or 1,200 millimeter per second, or a voltage of 4.95 volts or higher. If these readings fall within acceptable ranges, it indicates that the sensor itself may not be the issue. However, if the values are below the expected thresholds, it points to potential faults requiring further investigation. In the second troubleshooting step, you'll take a closer look at the BARO sensor readings obtained from the HDS. If the readings indicate an acceptable performance, you can confidently proceed to the next diagnostic steps. Conversely, if the BARO sensor readings are not as expected, indicating a voltage reading below the specified parameters, this suggests an intermittent failure. In such a case, it is advised to consider the system functioning correctly at that moment. and record this anomaly as important data for future reference. This process is critical as it helps to determine whether the issue is transient or indicative of a more significant problem. Upon finding acceptable BARO sensor readings in the previous steps, the next step is to ensure that the engine control module, ECM, or powertrain control module, PCM, has the latest software. Updates are often released by manufacturers to fix known issues and improve vehicle performance. If the ECM, PCM is not up to date, proceed with the update. If after updating it still indicates errors, you should substitute the module with a known good ECM or PCM for further testing. This process helps ensure that any faults previously attributed to the DTC P2229 were not merely the result of outdated software, providing clarity in diagnosing systemic problems. In the fourth step of the troubleshooting procedure for DTC P2229, it is essential to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS. These codes provide insight into possible underlying issues beyond the immediate error. If the DTC P2229 is still present, the next logical step is to inspect for poor connections or loose terminals at the ECM or PCM. Inspecting wiring integrity and connections is vital, as they can often be the source of erroneous voltage readings. If these connections are not secure, they could be generating the high voltage condition triggering the DTC P2229. This step's thoroughness merely reinforces the integrity of the sensor circuit itself. After all troubleshooting steps have been completed and repairs have been conducted, it is time to perform final repair verification for DTC P2029. This step involves rechecking all electrical connections and ensuring that everything is securely in place. It is vital to confirm the functionality of the BARO sensor and its circuits with the HDS once more. Monitoring the BARO sensor readings after reassembly will provide insight into whether the issues have been resolved. Properly performing this step ensures that any previous high-voltage conditions are rectified and enables the vehicle to operate correctly without triggering the DTC again. Validating the success of the repair is crucial in maintaining vehicle efficiency. Preventive maintenance is essential in managing and minimizing future occurrences of DTC P2229. Regular checks of the BARO sensor and associated wiring systems can catch potential issues before they escalate. Scheduling routine software updates for the ECM, PCM also remains an effective strategy, as it allows the system to run with improvements or fixes provided by the manufacturer. Ensuring clean, secure connections between the ECM, PCM, and BARO sensor should not be overlooked either, as this plays a critical role in their overall functionality. By embracing preventive measures, vehicle owners can enhance reliability and performance, substantially reducing the frequency and impact of such trouble codes. In conclusion, DTC P2229 revolves around high voltage in the BARO sensor circuit, necessitating careful evaluation and troubleshooting procedures. Key steps in the process include checking sensor readings, inspecting connections, and considering ECM updates or substitutions. Symptoms may range from performance issues to increased emissions, all of which can significantly impact vehicle operation. By implementing the outlined troubleshooting steps and adopting preventive maintenance practices, vehicle owners can maintain optimal performance and efficiency. Understanding DTC P2229 is essential for achieving a well-functioning Honda Accord and ensuring compliance with environmental standards. Taking these measures significantly enhances the reliability of the vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.